Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got a market update for you guys. Want to show you what's going on with Bitcoin, what I think is going to happen in the near future here. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, today we're covering Bitcoin and the crypto market and go over what's happened over the last few days, where I think we're headed in the short term, guys. Whether, this bull run is just getting started or if it's over. There's all kinds of questions out there from people that are worried that the bull run might already be over with. So I want to jump into it here, so let's jump in. All right, currently still at 2.3 trillion market cap. Bitcoin at 58,900. It's been kind of floating around the 57 to 60,000 over the last few days. ETH still under 3,000, Solana $137 and so on here. So we've had some red in the market. Do I think the pain is over? Probably not. I don't think the pain is quite over yet, and I'll show you here why in just a minute. So if we jump into the Bitcoin chart here, I was showing you the other day about how this is kind of making out the Bart Simpson pattern, where this is like his hair and then it comes down to like his nose here. So we could come down. They're kind of projecting Bitcoin could get down to 51,000 possibly. I think maybe 53,000. There's going to be a lot of resistance there. I was telling you guys the other day when we were up here at like 60,000. I said, well, we could probably come down to 57, 56, 57,000. There's going to be some resistance in that area, and sure enough, we got down into what, 56,400 or something. And then we've kind of bounced back up from here. So there was some resistance here at that 57, 58,000 range. Between 56 and 57, there's a lot of buying pressure there. So if we break through here, we're probably going to come down to 53,000, maybe down to 51,000 if that were to happen. So if you look at this chart, it kind of looks a little bit scary. There was not much resistance here where it shot up through here. So there's a good chance that we could come back down in here before we take off again. I don't think the bull run is over. I think this is a normal correction for this time of the cycle after the halving. Usually the market's pretty volatile after the halving, and we get some kind of correction. And if you look at the previous bear cycles and the previous halvings, there were some pretty big moves up before the main halving, and then we had quite a big correction, 30% or more in Bitcoin previously. So this wouldn't be unusual if we come back down to here before we take off into the main bull run. The only thing that I want to kind of point out here is if you see this pattern here, it is very similar to the pattern we saw in 2021 when we had the first top on our cycle here. So if you look at 2021, this was the pattern that drew out, and we're making a pretty similar pattern here before we come down, and then we took off again and made that double top. So is this the first top of a double top? I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully we come up quite a bit higher than where we've come up to already, but this pattern looks very similar to the last first top in the last bull run. So that's what worries me a little bit. So we just got to kind of play this by ear and kind of keep this in mind. But it's not as big; it's a little bit smaller. So I'm hoping that this is just a smaller version of that, because we're going to be going into a bigger bull run. But just be careful. Make sure you're taking out profits on the way up, just in case. You just never know what's going to happen. Maybe we come down, we come up to another top, and maybe that's it. We don't know what's going to happen. It could be towards the end of this year where we come up and make another top. So just be careful. Make sure you're taking out profits out on the way up. I'm not saying this is the first top of the cycle. This could be just a leg before we jump up higher. Because if we go back to, let's go back to the last bull run here. We did have this kind of play out here. So we had this little thing here play out before we got into the bigger top. So we could be just, even down, we could be down into something like this with it, where we have a correction and then we take off. If you look at the halving here in 2020, we didn't really have a big top after that halving. We kind of had this pattern play out here, and then we came down. So this is kind of like a Bart Simpson pattern in what we're in now. So this could be something similar to what we're in now, where we come down and then we take off into the main bull run towards the end of the year. This would be September is when this happened, and this would have come up in July, and we're a few months earlier kind of in this cycle. So maybe this is the phase we're at now. I'm just, this is just me thinking here. This should be the phase that we're in now. We come back down, have a big correction, and then we take off into this giant bull run. So hopefully that's the case, and hopefully that's where we're headed. But, just be careful. And with alts not really hitting any of their all-time highs at all, previous all-time highs, I don't think we're even begun to be in the bull run. I just want you to be careful and make sure you're taking out profits on the way up, just in case something ends early for some reason. You don't want to be stuck with your pants down. That's why I stress to always make sure you're taking profits out on the way up. But me personally, I think, I think we're probably going to go well over 100,000 in this bull run with Bitcoin. But if we get close to that $100,000 mark, I'm going to be taking out some serious profits at that point and leave a good chunk in for, in case we go much higher, like 150, 200,000 or something with Bitcoin. But right now, I'm not really buying or selling too much. If I see some good prices on some coins, I'm kind of dollar cost averaging into them. All right, so we're going to go and look at the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. That's currently at like a 48 right now, so we're starting to slowly come into this fear zone. We're not into the red zone here for extreme fear. You have to keep that in mind. We could still see some more pain in the market, which I think is probably coming in the upcoming months. I could be wrong on that. I don't have a crystal ball, guys. I'm just telling you my thoughts on this because, I don't think we've had a big enough correction to really scare enough people out of the market right now before we take off to even bigger all-time highs. But, hopefully this is just the start of the bull run, and we go even way higher from here. We never really had a full alt season, so that's why I think that we haven't gotten into the main bull run yet. None of the alts really have broken their all-time highs, or very few, and from the previous bull run, and that's never happened before. ETH hasn't even gotten, even close to its previous all-time high, really. So I don't think that the bull run is over. I think we're probably just getting started. Bitcoin dominance has been so strong because of these ETFs that we've never really had a full alt season or anything like that. You got to keep in mind too, in the past bull runs we've had like NFT seasons, and then we haven't seen that at all in this bull run yet. So I don't think that's one of the things I think is kind of missing, is we haven't had any big NFT season at all. NFTs are still around, but they haven't been hot at all in this cycle. So that, to me, once NFTs start getting really crazy and really hot, and everybody's trying to rush to buy them and going crazy over these profile pictures and stuff like that, that's a good sign to see that we're towards the top of the bull run. That's one of the signs. So that'll be one thing that I'm looking out for. So keep that in the back of your head. When you start seeing NFTs like rocks, literally just a picture of a drawing, like a cartoon picture of a rock, sell for like $100,000 or $1 million or something really stupid, then you know that we're close to the top and it's time to really start taking out some profits. I don't know if that's going to happen again this cycle. I would think that something stupid like that is going to happen again in this cycle, and I think NFTs will come back at some point. So that'll be one of the indicators for me where I'm like, yeah, it's time to really start cashing out, because you just want to be careful and watch for those signs out there that we're getting close to a top. I haven't really seen any of those signs yet, so I think that we're just getting started, and that will eventually take off into a big bull run later on. And I think that's the likely scenario of what's going to happen here. With the market the way it is now, I'm not taking out any profits because none of my coins are pumping right now, and I'm just kind of waiting for a lot of these projects to take off, and hopefully that happens towards the end of this year. And just as we get going into here, I'll let you guys know which coins I'm taking profits out on and which ones I'm being more conservative on, and if I'm going to change any of my price predictions or not. As of right now, I'm not changing anything because I still think we're early in the cycle. Hopefully I'm right on that, and hopefully everybody else is right on that, and that we're going to take off into a bigger bull run towards the end of this year. Hopefully interest rates get lower towards the end of the year, and that could push us into the bull run. We'll have to see what happens here. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Just wanted to give you my outlook on things. I was pretty much dead on about Bitcoin getting down to the 57,000 mark. Did hit that. I got slightly below that, 56,400 or something, and then we picked up again. But I think there may be some more pain ahead. We'll have to see if that happens or not here. You know, if it does, that would be a good time to start accumulating some more tokens, probably for, you know, the main bull run that could be coming. But, you know, that's not financial advice, guys. That's just pretty much what I would do personally, and hold out for the main bull run towards the end of this year and into 2025. But that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Make sure you hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. And so does that like button. It really helps get this video out to more viewers when you hit that like button. So please give this video a quick like. If you want to join my Telegram, that's absolutely free. The link will be in the description below and the pinned comment. Also, you can join my Discord. I got all kinds of benefits in there, and sharing stuff in there as well, and investments and stuff that you know, I share with everybody in there that we're looking at. So I'd appreciate if you join my Discord. That is through Patreon. The link will be in the description below and the pinned comment. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and we'll see you on the next video. Tell me what you want.